Hello students, welcome to another session, and in today's session we are going to learn NCERT class 10th chapter 5 arithmetic progressions. The topics today we are going to discuss are introduction and arithmetic progressions. So students, in our daily life we see a lot of patterns in our nature. What is a pattern? Pattern is nothing but a repeating or a reoccurring design or figure, right? So in our nature we see a lot of patterns such as petals of a sunflower, holes on a honeycomb, spirals on the pineapple. These are some examples of patterns that occur in our nature. So similarly, like this in mathematics also, students, there are a lot of patterns occurring, and one such pattern is called arithmetic progression. Let us look at one example of mathematical pattern. Here, Reena has got a job and her monthly salary is 8,000 rupees. Every year she will get increment of 500 rupees, and her salary for the first, second, third year will be 8,000, 8,500, and 9,000. And she will this mathematical series will continue until she quits her job, and this particular series is called a mathematical pattern. Now coming to our actual topic, that is arithmetic progression. This is a mathematical pattern, students, and all these examples that you see, the list of numbers, are example of arithmetic progression, and in short it is called AP, right? So each number in this list is called a term. Now let us understand the concept. Look at the first example. Now carefully listen. If you add plus 1 to the first term, you will get the second term. Add plus 1 to the second term, you get the third term. Add plus 1 to third term, you get fourth term. Plus 1 to the fourth term, you will get the fifth term. And so on, it will continue. So students, what you have observed is we have added plus 1 to the each term to get the next term. Similarly, here we have subtracted 30, minus 30, 100 minus 30, 70, 70 minus 30, 40, 40 minus 30, 10, and so on. Here also plus 1, here no increment, no adding, no subtracting, so the numbers are same. Here minus 0.5 is there. So what we have observed here, we have added a particular number to each term so that we get the next term. Minus 30, right, plus 1, here 0, and here minus 0.5. So from the above examples we have seen that if we add a particular number to a particular term, we get the next term. So it is what we have given here. If we see that successive terms are obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term, such a list of numbers is said to form an arithmetic progression. So we are getting successive terms by adding a fixed number to the preceding terms, and if we continue doing like this, it will form an arithmetic progression. So an arithmetic progression is a list of number in which each term is obtained by adding a fixed number to the preceding term except the first term, obviously because the first term is already given. Now students, the fixed term that I was talking about is called the common difference. The fixed term is called the common difference of the AP, and it can be positive, it can be negative, or it can be zero. There are no conditions, right? Now look at this series here. A comma a plus d comma a plus 2d comma a plus 3d and so on represents an arithmetic progression where a is the first term and d is the common difference, and this is called the general form of arithmetic progression. Students, now yes, this in this way also we denote a arithmetic progression a1, a2, a3, a and so on until an, that is the last term. A1 is the first term, right? Now, and the common difference, right? We have subtracted the next value by the previous value. Always we have to subtract the successive value by the preceding value, then only we will get the correct common difference. Now one more small thing we have to remember about arithmetic progressions is, in this example you have a last term, right? For certain arithmetic progressions there will be no last term, it will be continuously keep on progressing. So those arithmetic progressions which have finite number of terms, meaning which have a last term, is called a finite AP. And those arithmetic progressions which do not have a last term and which are continuously progressing is called a infinite arithmetic progression, right? Now let us see examples. So to form a arithmetic progression you only need the first term and the common difference. Using these two numbers we can form the arithmetic progressions. As you can see here, 7 minus 7 plus minus 2 is minus 9, minus 9 plus minus 2 is minus 11, and so on. Here also 1.0, that is 1, and 0.1, add, you will get 0.1, add 0.1 to this, you will get 0.2, add 0.1 to 0.2, you will get 0.3, and so on. These are also other examples here. As you can see, d is 0, so if you are adding continuously the value will be 2 for infinity. Now let us look at the reverse of this. We have been given arithmetic progression, right? And we have to find out the terms and the common difference. Very easy. The first term is the first term is 6, the second term is 9, so on. And the common difference is subtraction between the next term and the previous term, the successive term and the preceding term. If you subtract these values you will get the common difference. Again I am telling you, do not subtract the previous term with the next term. Always it should be a2 minus a1, not a1 minus a2, right? Now in the previous slide what we have seen, this is the general format. So if a1 a2 so on till an is a arithmetic progression, then the value of common difference will be a k plus 1 minus a k, where a k plus 1 and a k are k plus 1 and kth term respectively, right students? So somewhere in between a of k will be there and a of k plus 1 will be there. So if you subtract these two values you will get b, right? Now now this particular condition, this particular equation is also a condition for the arithmetic progression. So by using this you can verify whether a particular list of numbers is arithmetic progression or not. Here we have one list of numbers, and if we apply the given formula we can find out whether this number is arithmetic progression or not. So let us subtract 1 minus 1, we get 0, 2 minus 1, we get 1. So as you can see the common difference is different, but for arithmetic progressions we have a fixed common difference. So this particular list of number is not a arithmetic progression. Now let us look at example. Here we have one AP and we have to find out the first term and the common difference. Very simple students, what is the first term? 3 by 2 is the first term, and the common difference will be 1 by 2 minus 3 by 2, that is minus 1 is the common difference. Now let us look at some other examples. Let us quickly look at these examples. What we have to do is find out whether they are AP or not, and if they are AP we have to find the next two terms. The first example, here a2 minus a1, a3 minus a2, a4 minus a3 all give a common difference, and this is the value is 6 and this is a common difference. So this particular equation is satisfied, that is d is equal to a k plus 1 minus a k, that is satisfied. So our first example is a arithmetic progression, and for getting the next two values we simply have to add the common difference to the last term, we get the next term, and adding plus 6 to the next term we get the another term, right? We have also achieved the last two numbers, next two terms. Now the second equation, again if you see here, the common difference of each number is -2, so we can assume that this particular example is a arithmetic progression. Again, if we want the next two terms, simply add -2 to the last term, you will get 7 minus 7. Now this will become last term, add -2 to it, you will get -9. These two are the next two terms. Look at the third example, students. Here common difference is 4 here, but here the difference is -4, so these values are not same. So what we can conclude here is the given example is not a arithmetic progression. Fourth example, again we see that 0 is not equal to 1, so our example is not a arithmetic progression. So that was all about arithmetic progression, students. These are some practice questions. Please note down, pause the screen and please note down. So thank you very much, students, for watching this video. More about this topic is going to be uploaded in the next videos, so please watch those videos also. Thank you very much.